Hello, welcome. So, what I want to talk about now is why many businesses fail. I call this the 5 L's why business fail. The 5 L's why businesses fail. Number one reason why many businesses fail is because of lack of adequate research. Lack of adequate research. In this case, the person intending to do business does not perform an adequate research before venturing into that business. Because you saw somebody selling clothes, you just, how much be clothes? Now 1.5. Say, if I say, how much na they buy them? Say, na 1,000. So that means if I sell 10 now, I don't get 500. Yes, if you sell 10, you don't get 500. I beg, I want to close them. See gain. No, that is wrong. You only consider the price of the stock. You didn't consider the demand of that stock. You didn't consider the longevity of that stock. You didn't consider if that stock is perishable. You didn't consider most factors concerning that stock. So the basic thing you need to do is to consider all necessary factors concerning any business you want to venture in. You have to consider the failures in it, check people that has failed in it, check people that have been successful in it, check the demand. Most importantly, check the demand. How many people need clothes in a year? How many clothes do I need to? How many people wears clothes in a year? How many people changes clothes in a year? What are the statistics of people that buys new clothes in a year? You need to know all these things. You need to know them. Because if you don't know these things, you are going to fail out of business. Before you do anything, perform a business research. Check your audience. Check the demand. Check it. Check the startup costs. Check all it will take. Check the failures involved. In the business world, they call this feasibility study. Perform a feasibility study of the business. Not just a feasibility study. Know the up and downs, the strengths. There's something we call SWOT analysis. Before you venture into any business, you organize the SWOT analysis of that business. What is SWOT analysis? It means the strengths, the weakness, the opportunity, and everything about the business. I don't know if you understand. You check the strengths of the business. You say, okay, what are the strengths of this business? This business can stay, it doesn't spoil, this is the strength of the business. Okay, what are the opportunities? Wow. In Edo State, there are nobody that supplies these clothes in social local government. Wow. In Delta States, in social local government, this cloth is only supplied once. In Abia State, in social local government, this cloth is not even supplied. You check the opportunities. You check all the opportunities. Then the weakness, your competitors. You check them. You check the competitors. You say, what will I do? So what are the weakness? Okay, transportation is my weakness. Fuel is my weakness. So you need to consider all these factors before you even think of venturing into any business. Consider all the factors. Perform an adequate research. 2, lack of creativity. Most persons don't want to do things uniquely. They just want to copy. See, let me tell you something. There is one thing they say. They say, I think the Bible said it. He say without contradiction, for the less is blessed of the greater. Something like that. Say without contradiction, the less is blessed of the greater. And you cannot put somebody above your grace level. You can only put people to your grace level. So by the time you copy from people, the highest you can attain is attain the height of that person. Do things uniquely. Be creative. Creativity pays. Let me tell you something. Most people that has blown, that have made it big, they didn't even know they will make it. Some people blew by, as in, they were just trying. Because of selfless creativity, they just made it. Selfless creativity unplanned. Just be creative. You understand? It pays to be creative. If you do things the same way everybody does it, then what is now the difference? If what I can get from Mr. A is what I can get from Mr. B, then why should I go to Mr. A? When I've been using Mr. A since, why should I use Mr. B? When Mr. B can give me the same value Mr. A can give me. So what is the essence? So be creative. When you are creative, people will be demand. Hi God, when you become creative, people will demand your services because they can't check that creativity elsewhere. When they check elsewhere, they can't see the exact and accurate creativity that you employ. What you represent, the creative nature you represent, they can't see it somewhere else. It's only you that have that value. You understand? Then the third L is lack of interest. People venture into business, they don't even have interest in the business. View. Just imagine opening a physical store and going to shop by 10 or 11 because you don't have interest in the business. It doesn't interest you. See, when something interests you, it gives you zeal for it. It's only when a business does not interest you that you don't have zeal for it. The major reason why people lose focus in business is because they don't have interest. See, okay, you don't have interest in research. You saw people selling research, you just jumped in. First of all, you must have interest. If you have interest, it will require you to be creative because you won't sleep. If you have interest in your business, you won't sleep. You'll be restless about that thing. Until the business succeeds, you will never rest. Anything you have passion for, anything you have interest for, you will always pay close and relative attention to it. It's only when you don't have interest in something that you don't even bother. You don't mind. You don't pay any attention to it. But if you have interest in the thing, you will pay close and relative attention to it. A close, accurate, and relative attention. So, lack of sales strategy. God. Lack of sales strategy. Many persons they lack sales strategy. If you are selling, if you are an information marketer, you are a digital marketer, anything you are, if you don't have a sales strategy, you can never close sales. There are strategies to say. There are ways to close sales. There are ways. There are strategies to sales. You understand? See, one of the sales strategy you need to have is a unique selling promise. Unique selling promise is one of the best strategy any business can use. What is unique selling? You know, asking yourself the question, wait, this person has been buying this thing from this person. Why should it buy from me? So you create a strategy for the person to leave the other opponent and buy from you. Why should they leave your competitors to buy from you? Okay, just imagine you bring your watch. Other people are selling their watch for 5,000 and so you're on 4,500. The strategy you brought was price. But price is not the only thing that will keep them. Price cannot only keep them. You understand? Price cannot only keep them. You need to employ some other sales strategies. Get sales strategy. Be strategic. Get plans. Get plans. Get customer comfortation. As in employ strategy that makes the customer feel okay and comfortable. Give him discounts. Offer him free things. Create free lessons. Communicate values. All these are strategies. When you communicate value, see, if you communicate value, people will come. People will come. Forget it. When you communicate value, God. See, if your business is properly strategized, customers will push in. They will rush you. So if you don't have sales strategy, your business is bound to what? To fail. The part of them is lack of customer relationship. Many business lacks customer relationship. They don't have the spirit of resolution. They can't handle a customer tension. Do you imagine a customer comes and started yelling at you, what I bought is this, and you know very well that that product is good. The thing gets you angry, but you have to control it. You have a good customer relationship. That is the most essential part of business, because it's with the way you relate to a customer that the customer will refer you to the next customer. If you don't relate positively and accurately to a particular customer, no matter what you do, no matter your strategy, no matter anything you do, if there is no customer, if there is no good customer relationship, there will be no referral. And mind you, business can only grow with referrals. See, if business grows by all the organic ads that you bring by yourself, that means you can't grow. You can only 10x your sales if there are referrals. Ah, God. What happens when you just launch a sale? People refer. Means buy from him. Do you know that most of the times, if people want to test you for the first time, they are skeptic about it. They are careful. They are scared of you. But when people comes through people, they are not scared. Do you know why? Because you have already impacted and built the trust on the other person that gave them and communicated that value that this person is good. That is why when people are referred, they tend to be converted more. They tend to buy more. You understand? When people are referred, they buy more from you than when you get them as a first client. So one thing about your business, build it on referral. Make sure you build the excellent customer, good skill relationship. See, if you complete these 5 L's and you have them, even your village people cannot stop you from your business. You cannot stop your business to progress. If you have these five L's of business, if you can implement this, see, there will be no limitation for you in your business. I'm telling you. So please, if you find this video interesting, please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe the video. Thank you. I still remember Francis Newton, your tutor in this tutorial. So thank you very much as we proceed to the next lesson. Thank you. Please like and subscribe.